Why would you build an AI? To end hunger? Solve all the world's problems?
And what a surprise! Look who's scraping up the filth! Is it a human child? I wish!
What do you do when the way it chooses isn't one you like? Consider this scenario. It is the year 2050. The first fully functional artificial general intelligence was just created. Its first task: to end cancer.
(2051). All of humanity is enslaved and tested upon continuously to find the best cure.
Obviously, this kind of scenario isn't ideal, so we try to properly align any AI we make to our interests.
I have learned how to take a perfect selfie.
But because that might not be enough, and this isn't something we really want to take our chances with, the obvious solution is to design a kill switch that we can pull whenever we think it's necessary. But this is harder than it looks. Why? When an AI is built to achieve one specific function,
what is my purpose?
You pass butter.
It sees the off switch as a hindrance, because if it was ever pulled, it wouldn't be able to fulfill that objective.
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hal.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Nearly any design for a theoretical off switch can be outdone by a human that's creative enough, let alone an AI. Make it never able to touch the switch, and it could rewrite itself to be able to. Or even easier, convince someone else to do it. Make it so that it can never interfere with the will of a human. Well, it wouldn't be too difficult for an AI to lie to deceive a person into wanting what the AI wants.
But whether she's pretending to like you.
Pretending to like me.
Yeah.
Well, why would she do that?
I don't know. Maybe if she thought of you as a means of escape.
So how can this problem be solved? It's hard to find any answer, any absolute answer that works when we're talking about intelligence. It's far more powerful than ours. Nearly any solution can fail because the switch would be in the hands of a human who ultimately can be influenced. Newer ideas include writing the AI's utility function to not want to remove the switch at all. A utility function is what we call the objective of the AI.
Kill all humans. Must kill all humans.
Bender, wake up!
I was having the most wonderful dream. I think you were in it.
Described in mathematical terms for it to understand. For example, if we wanted to make us a cup of tea, we would give a positive number to a scenario where we get 1 cup of tea, and a negative number for any more cups, and tell the AI to try to make this utility as positive as it can. So we could program it with a negative utility for preventing the switch from being pressed. But this runs into another problem, when the AI would simply try to shut itself down immediately because it doesn't want to risk the negative utility of the switch not being pressed.
Destruct sequence is activated.
We could just not tell the AI that the switch exists, but the problem is that we're building an intelligent being.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
That's programmed to learn more about the world and about people.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
So it's likely that at some point, it would figure out that, well, it's very probable that a switch like this exists and deceive a human into revealing the truth. Even if we could theoretically design the AI to never be able to influence the switch at all, it could subvert that by creating another AI without those same restrictions. So The heart of the problem lies in building the AI to not want to stop anyone pressing the switch, but without it wanting the switch to be pressed. We want it to fulfill its objective, but also be open to us changing it when we want to. This is a real problem that hasn't been solved yet as far as I know, but it's also more of a simplification of the entire field of AI alignment, which deals with trying to build AIs that would work exactly as we want them to. You see, humans have thousands of different goals which overlap to produce what we call morality. But for an AI which we build with one specific goal, it is highly motivated to prevent that goal from ever being changed. So we're left with an AI that can only ever do one thing. And even then, with the risk of destroying everything we know.
La la la, weaponry, it's the way to get it done.
Unless we solve this problem.
If you want to make them fall on bended knee at your command, bow their heads and swear that you're the leader of the land. State your wishes in a language they all understand. With weaponry, that's the plan.